Well, well, well. You know, guys, all good things must come to an end, and unfortunately for me, my vacation is over and I'm back home, which means, unfortunately, I need to play Vanguard again. But before I get into today's topic, I do want to let you guys know something great. If you look at the sub count right now, I'm right around the corner of reaching 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. When I reach 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a massive Q&A, and I'm going to put it in the community post. Just leave down questions, and I'm gonna do a huge Q&A. You can even do it on Twitter if you follow me there, but that's after I hit 5,000 subscribers, and we're really close to it, so I just want to thank you guys in advance. But today's topic is a little bit different. It's a little bad. If you guys are familiar with what's going on in the world right now, there's something horrible happening. There's a certain virus that's going around, and I can't really say what it's called because I'll get in trouble with YouTube, and ever since this virus happened, it just seems like people all around the world are just unhappy. There's horrible things happening everywhere. People are getting sick, people are getting hurt, people are fighting each other. The world's kind of collapsing right now. Just so many issues happening in the world right now. And I think we all know what's at the root of it. And if you think I'm talking about COVID, I'm not. This specific virus is much, much worse. Guys, I'm talking about the Vanguard virus. This game has caused some weird tides to happen in the world where, global warming is happening, all these Johnny Depp issues are happening. I don't know what the fuck is happening, but ever since Vanguard came out, I've been noticing that some shit's been going down, and we need to make sure that a game like this never sees the light of day ever again. But all jokes aside, guys, a game like Vanguard can never reach the Call of Duty franchise ever the fuck again. And thankfully, we finally have a new game coming out in just a couple of months, and the official reveal with actual footage is just around the corner on the 8th. And well, in preparation for that, and since we're pretty much at the 6-month point, halfway point of this game, I think it's fair to say that Vanguard has reached a point of no return where it's so boring, it's so dead, it's beyond dead actually. I mean, jokes aside again, this game is fucking decrepit at this point. It's like mummified, it's beyond dead. Content creators that don't normally call out Call of Duty have been calling out Call of Duty and Activision and Sledgehammer and this game for being horrible. Guys, things have flipped on its head, the tables have finally turned, and I think the majority of people don't like this game. When MW2 finally drops, and any other COD after that, I think we can finally look back on Vanguard specifically and say, wow, every decision that we made for this game was just the wrong decision, and we need to do the exact opposite. Now, there's some things that Vanguard tried that other games didn't, and it just totally failed, and I can't really blame Sledgehammer all that much, but at the same time, I kinda can, because they didn't do a very good job taking care of this game or helping out the community when we needed it, and it resulted in this game just flopping harder than any other Call of Duty I've seen in recent years. And again, guys, thank God that the hype for MW2 is finally gonna start kicking up after the reveal in a couple of days, and hopefully I don't need to talk about Vanguard as much anymore, and I can start going back to Cold War or even MW 2019. I know a couple of people that are playing that game again, and they're doing just fine over there, but anytime you talk about Vanguard here on YouTube, or if you're streaming it on Twitch, you're just not as successful because this game blows cock. Now, the reason I'm really talking about Vanguard right now is because I'm finally seeing a lot of people who aren't usually critical of Call of Duty make videos being critical of Call of Duty. The main example would be Exclusive Ace. He was talking about the matchmaking in Vanguard recently, and the way he described it was he's been waiting way too long for a lobby to even start. Anytime the game starts and people leave off of his team or the enemy team, they just never replace those players, and it ends up being like a 5v2, a 6v1, and it just stays like that because nobody's there to replace them. And then when he finally gets into a game, he's usually pinging pretty high. And guys, I've been preaching this exact same thing since the launch of the game, and you can blame a lot of factors. Now, it could just be a bug after the update where they removed the assault pacing. That's definitely possible, but what a lot of people genuinely think it is that Vanguard's just fucking dead. And the theory is right now is that if you combine that with SBMM, you get into these situations where, depending on your skill level, people just can never join up into your lobbies or fill up the lobbies because there's just not enough people playing, especially within your skill level. And look, I'm glad that Exclusive Ace finally talked about this, because anytime other YouTubers like myself or my homie Invader or Dynamite, anytime we bring up issues about Vanguard or about Call of Duty in general, it usually gets overshadowed by a bunch of shills just cock-riding Vanguard and cock-riding Activision and gooch-licking them. Like the whole Operation Monarch event, so many people were hyped about it. Oh, use my code, you get 0% off, but I get paid for it. Look, all of that is great, and it's great that you support Vanguard and these content creators, but when there's actual issues that need to be talked about, I feel like there's not enough people talking about it. So I'm grateful that Exclusive Ace talked about this, but I say this all the time. Ace is no scat master. I am the scat master. Activision and Sledgehammer and anybody else responsible for Vanguard, fuck you. You guys produced some horse shit, some shit that I've been talking about since launch day, and finally you're getting exposed and people are finally talking about this much more. And unfortunately for us, it's just too late. It's already been 6 months. We're already in Season 3 Reloaded. By the way, it doesn't even feel like that. We got one new map and one new gun, and that's pretty much it. I don't know when Season 4 is coming out, but my prediction is not many people are gonna care about it. Why? Because Sledgehammer literally let this game sit still and die over and over and over again. Any chance that they got to add more maps, or patch the game, or fix some goddamn bugs, they didn't. What did they do? They put it on their Trello board sometimes and didn't do shit about it, or they went on vacation. You mix all of these factors in, all of these bad decisions, and you get Vanguard. Now, I mentioned earlier that this game tried doing things that other games never did. For example, they tried this whole combat pacing thing. 6 months in, they realized it didn't work as intended, so they got rid of the assault pacing. But now we have this issue that Ace talked about where you would think that would reduce the matchmaking times, but for some odd reason, it seemed to get worse and worse. The other issue that not a lot of people are talking about, this game launched with 16 maps, and at the time, we thought that was a great thing. Little did we know that after that point, Sledgehammer and or Activision would start drip feeding us like 1 to 2 maps per season. And that's just not acceptable. And we just need more content. No matter how much content we had 6 months ago, it's not gonna feel the same 6 months later. And I'm just hoping that at the end of this year, all of these devs look back at Vanguard and say, wow, these guys tried a couple of different things and none of the shit worked. It's gotten the worst reception that we've had in many years. And let's not forget, this game got outsold by Elden Ring, and it got the least amount of sales in the UK over the last 14 years of COD. This game has gotten so many L's where at this point, you just accept the L's and you try to learn from them. Hopefully MW2 does not have it where we're either launching with 6 maps at the goddamn start, but I'm also hoping that it doesn't launch with 16 maps and then we're drip fed for the rest of the 2 years. There's a lot to look back in this game where you can literally just make the opposite decision and it'll be much better for the community. And I'm hoping that MW2 and the next Treyarch title, and fuck it, even if Sledgehammer somehow, some way finesse their way into getting another Call of Duty title under their belt, especially after Vanguard, if they somehow still make another title, I'm hoping they can learn from Vanguard, a game that tried a couple of things. It wasn't really that ambitious, to be honest, but they tried a couple of things and it just didn't work. Guys, the way I deemed Modern Warfare 2019 through Vanguard, the dark ages of COD, it's the same thing right now. I am deeming this last year the Vanguard virus. That's the reason all of this shit's happening in the world. That's the reason every bad thing has been happening right now. Ever since this game dropped, some shit's been going down. Oh yeah, and before I end off this video, if Season 4 comes out for Vanguard and there's only 2 maps in the season, you guys are gonna hear one of the biggest rants you will ever hear in YouTube history. Mark my words. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Is there anything else that happened in Vanguard that you wish no other Call of Duty ever does again? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Toodles! It's been a